Hello lovelies, I am so excited to show you how to create this bubbly look today using a couple of palettes from the Disney Princess collection Little Mermaid. And so I today have the Complexion palette and the Eyeshadow palette. So we are going to apply our bronzer, blush, highlighter, and this beautiful eyeshadow look. So come along with me and let's make up the rules. I've already applied my foundation for today, so we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of color to the face, and we're going to use the Complexion palette for that. It is a beautiful palette, and inside it has 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, and 2 blushes. So I'm going to kind of do a little combination of all 3 today and just add some color to the face and a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to start out with these 2 bronzers right here, and I'm going to go into this lighter one first, and I'm just going to dip into it and just start to apply that on my face. And I tend to put this all over my forehead, just kind of give a little bit of depth and dimension to the face, as well as just kind of adding a little bit of color and a glow to it. So I really think that it helps just to add it all over the forehead, kind of really just kind of blending it in. And then I put some all over my nose and kind of blending between my eyebrows up into where I applied on the forehead and where I'm applying on the nose. I go down the side of my temples and then also under the eye. And this one is definitely the lighter of the 2 shades, so it's just a little bit light on the skin as well, so that's why I do want to go ahead and blend the 2 and combine them, kind of darken and deepen it up and create a little bit more color on the face. I really like these bronzers. They're really pretty. They kind of have a little glow to them. They definitely would be really good for the summertime, but I definitely think they add just a little bit of lightness to the face, especially when you're wearing maybe a darker outfit. It kind of just helps to illuminate your face, and you can even see it's got a little bit of a dewy glow in there. It's really pretty, and it adds just a little bit of just kind of lightness and prettiness to the face. So blending this in, I go down along my jawline. I just kind of essentially do it all over the face, really, because I am so fair skinned. I do like to have a little bit of color on the face, so I just kind of go all over with it. Put a little bit here, just kind of on my chin, around my lips. Just kind of blend it all over. So that one definitely is very light on the skin. So now I'm going to go into this darker shade over here and start to kind of deepen up. So I'm going to do the same process and just apply all over. Alright, so now we have our bronzer applied. You can definitely see that using both of the shades really creates a nice deep look. It really kind of builds on each other, so I love how blendable and buildable they are. It really helps to create a lot of depth and dimension on the face. So now we're going to go in and we're going to add some blush. Again, I'm going to use both of these shades, really create a deep and dimensional look. So I'm going to start with this one. It's a little more on the coral orangey side. I'm going to go into this one first, and it's a little bit lighter of the 2. So I'm just going to apply this right here on the cheeks and start to build up some color. And I go a little bit up into my temples as well, and just right here on the tops of my cheeks. This Complexion palette is definitely very light. You can see it's got some color. I'm definitely having to build it up, and it's still even building it up. Has a very lightness to it, but you can definitely see that the bronzer and the blush together really are creating a very nice dewy effect, which I think is perfect for a Little Mermaid palette. I think that's great to just kind of give that almost kind of wet right out of the ocean kind of look, or you know, that kind of sun kiss, like you've been on the beach all day. You've got just a little bit of that kind of dewy glow to you. So I think it's really pretty. It definitely gives a really nice effect. Alright, so we've got this kind of built up on this side. Do the same on the other side. Alright, so we've got just that light kind of coral color built up, but I do want to deepen it up just a little bit more with this other shade. I'm going to grab some of this and just blend it right on top of that first one. So we've got our blush on. Now we're going to add some of our highlighters. So I'm going to just go in with a light brush, and I'm going to grab some of this lighter shade first and just start to apply it where I apply my highlighter. Put a little bit here on the center of the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, on the tip of the nose, along the top of the cheekbones. On my chin, and just right above the lips right here. So you can definitely start to see just that nice little bit of glow there, and we're gonna deepen it up just a little bit with this pink as well, add just a little bit more color because this one is definitely very neutral. We're just gonna add just a little bit right on top of that first highlighter shade. They're very, very light, which is nice. They add just a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of, again, that kind of dewy glow on the face. I definitely love that they put all of these together, and they work together really well. They complement and they create just kind of a similar look and vibe on the face, just that really nice, beautiful mermaid kind of dewy look. So there is our color for our face, our bronzer, our highlighter, and our blush. So I really enjoyed this palette, and now we're going to go ahead and hop into the eyeshadow palette and add some more color onto the eyes. As much as I like the Complexion palette, I think the eyeshadow palette is even prettier. I love their design. I think it is so, so beautiful on this palette. So I'm really excited to dive into this and create a look. I did go ahead and prime my eyes with my Ulta Pigment Pop Eye Primer, so those are ready to go. And then here is our color story for this palette. Is really, really pretty. So I kind of want to create a very dimensional look with this palette. I think there's a lot of really fun colors in here to use. I've got a lot of colors on my shirt, and then also because it is fall time, I think using some of these really deep kind of dark purpley kind of colors I think would look really pretty for the fall. So I'm going to kind of make a smoky eye with these colors down here, these three, and then maybe add some blue on the eyelid as well for a little bit of a kind of blend of colors together. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush, and I am going to start a little bit light and then we'll build up. So I'm going to start in this one right here. This one is called My Turn in the Sun. Just kind of a nice light kind of peachy corally color, and I'm just going to apply that all the way across my crease. Alright, so now we've got that transition. We're going to start to deepen and darken things up. So first I'm going to go into this shade right here. This one is called Wave Maker. Just pick up some of this on that same brush without cleaning it off in between. And I'm going to apply this in the outer corner and about halfway, maybe a little more than halfway, over the crease on top of that transition shade just to start to deepen things up. Next, I'm going to continue to darken up that outer corner, and so I'm going to go into this shade right here. This one is called Vibe with the Tide. That is really pretty and starting to get a lot deeper. We're going to deepen it up a little bit more with this purple shade here. This one is called Rule the Waves. I really really love these dark kind of pinky purpley shades on the outer corner, but as I mentioned before, I am going to add some blue shimmer onto the eyelid, so I do want to start transitioning a little bit into blue. So I am going to jump into this shade right here. It's kind of a bluish grayish color, which I think will go really pretty with the purple that we added. This one is called Total Catch. I'm going to put this just right here on my eyelid, just kind of in that outer corner shade. So I'm going to go ahead and add this one here. And that is really pretty. It added a little more depth and dimension to the outer corner. So now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes and we'll add some glitter. I went ahead and primed my eyes with my NYX glitter primer, so we're ready to go with some shimmers. So I'm going to go in with a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start a little bit deeper on the inner part of my eyelid and then lighten up as we're going towards the inner corner. So I'm going to start with this corner shade right here. This one is called See the Possibilities, S-E-A. So we're going to add this more to the center of the eyelid, just creating just a nice kind of deep transition with some blue as we're going from that smoky outer corner into the eyelid. Alright, we've got that deeper shade on there now, so I went ahead and cleaned off my brush, and we're going to go in with this lighter blue shade here. This one is called Saltwater Dreamin'. So I'm going to use that same flat eyeshadow brush, grab a little bit of this, it's a really pretty blue color, and I'm going to put this on my eyelid next to that other darker blue, kind of blending into it as I'm making my way to the center of the eyelid, and just kind of allowing those two to meet in the middle, kind of like how the wave meets the shore, and connecting the two. That is really pretty. I love all of the blues. So now we're going to go ahead and start adding some color underneath the eye. I do want to kind of pull from those kind of more purpley reddish colors that we use in the outer corner and kind of pull those down underneath the eye and under the waterline. So I'm going to go back into these three shades again and kind of use the same process that we used when we applied before. So I'm going to start out with Wave Maker again. And I'm going to just use kind of a flat, large eyeliner kind of brush and pick some of this up on the end of my brush and just go ahead and line it all the way underneath. And I'm going to pull it down just a little bit so that way as we're layering the different shades, we'll definitely be able to see this one. It won't get lost underneath the other two. And pulling up into that outer corner, just being sure that everything is blended together. And now we're going to continue to darken up using this next shade. This one was Vibe with the Tide. Doing the same process, just lining underneath the waterline. And then finally, we're going to go back into this deeper purple shade, and this one was Rule the Waves. That is really pretty. Now I just want to add a little bit more shimmer on the inner corner. Go ahead and add an inner corner highlight. So I'm going to go in with a small detailing brush, and I'm going to use this really pretty kind of iridescent white shade up here. This one is called I See You. Again, that's S-E-A. Such cute names on this palette. So just picking up a little bit of that on the brush and just popping this right here on the inner corner, just adding a little bit of a shimmery glow. And I think also I really like this color. I'm going to add a little bit of this as a brow bone highlight. So we have the eyeshadow done. I'm going to go ahead and pop off camera, add some liner, mascara, and lip color, and then I'll be back and we'll take a look at the final look. And here's the final look. For my wing, I went in with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Eyeliner in Ultra Black. And I also tightlined on the top with my Ulta Beauty Collection Automatic Eyeliner in Matte Black. For my waterline, I also went in with the Ulta Beauty Automatic Eyeliner in Matte Powder Pink. And then for my mascara, I went in with the Tarte Maneater Waterproof Mascara. And then I also created a short with the lip tutorial that I did today. The products that I used, I went in with this NYX lip liner, and this is in the shade Cabaret. And then I used an LA Colors lipstick. This one is the shade Raging Berry. And then to add this beautiful gloss, I went in with the ColourPop Glossy Lip Balm. This is the Fresh Kiss collection, and this was Vanilla Cake for the shade. So I'm really happy with how this look from the Disney Princess Little Mermaid collection turned out. So we're gonna go ahead and just wrap up the video, and we'll get going for the day. So much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed checking out this Little Mermaid collection and creating this look with me today. I would love to hear what your thoughts about this look are in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you would like to see more makeup tutorials, then please subscribe to my channel. And I do want to say, if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me. Until next time, let's be kind to each other, beautiful to ourselves, and never afraid to make up the rules.